Okay. Why? I don't know if you guys see me right now, but if you just hang in there, uh-huh. Um, just hang in there. HD webcam, blah, blah, blah. Hello. So I should turn. Let me see my broom. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see me. I just want to, shit. I mean, shoot. What is this? Okay. Okay, why? This is crazy. All right, everybody. Let's just get with it, okay? Because I wanted to be able to activate the feature of where if you guys have any questions. I didn't even plan for any of that anyway, so I guess this is okay. And I hope that I'm not chatting along and this is not even working, but I think it is. So. Okay, so I know that I haven't made a video in a really long time. So I think that this is going to be like a mixed video. Like give you a little bit of an update of what I've been doing. Well, my holidays were like really awesome. I think the preparation of the holidays is what really made it awesome. And then when Thanksgiving was amazing. Oh my God. I loved Thanksgiving. I couldn't ask for a better Thanksgiving. I just spent it with my family and but everybody was on the same page, of gratitude and just loving each other and just enjoying each other's company. And we weren't, because usually we're like off in our own corners, because everybody has their day. And then when they get home, they just kind of just want to do their own thing. But we really did pull together. We really enjoyed each other's company, and we had laughs. And the meal came out amazing. The meat was just like so tender, so delicious. It kind of fell apart, but that was okay because it was just the family. Didn't need presentation or anything, perfect presentation. But the meal just came like I meant like the carcass like fell apart because the meat was so tender, but it was so good. Oh my gosh. I mean, it was a perfect Thanksgiving. And for Christmas, there was like a month and a half. Yeah, there was like basically a month and a half because I was preparing way before Thanksgiving, so that was insane. Like running around trying to get everything that I wanted to get, and decorations, the Christmas presents, and but it was fun. I got new friends that I really enjoy who are on my level. You know what I mean? One more so than the others. Like I click with her more so, and she's a beautiful heart, and I'm really grateful that I met her. Um, because if you've seen if you've kept up with me, with the previous years before that, I just got rid of everybody in my life. I wanted a clean slate. Change everything within me, within my life, and the people who were in my life, because I felt like I was changing into this new person, and I wanted new people in my life to match who I want to be and know who I am, So it took a really, really, really long time to find a good friend, that I really enjoy, who's not it's not selfish at all. It's just very loving, caring, just that really pristine spirit, But anyways, so it was fun gallivanting around town, going shopping, stuff like that with a good friend, and or just go out for coffee and what have you. December was an amazing month for me. I was so lucky. I mean, it's ridiculously lucky. I was ridiculously lucky. Even my landlord, well, the accountant, not my landlord, but my accountant, I went down to see him, and I want, because Christmas and stuff, so I wanted to save a few extra dollars, and I know that I've been paying a little extra. When I say a little, I'm talking about like $10 throughout the whole year, like $10 here, $5 here. So I was expecting like very, very minimum, so I go down there and to the accountant, and he was like, well, Ramona, you have miscellaneous fees, like you lost your keys, and that right there is like $30-$40 or whatever. And then you had like that water leak, and you had to pay for that. So we used that extra money that you had, and we paid for that. And but he was like, let me look through your account. Long story short, a long time ago, there was a time when I was having issues with my rent, not because I don't pay my rent, but because I lost all my credit cards. I lost everything. Okay. And, so it got to a point where there was like a big chunk. I just sent them a big chunk of money. Okay. A lot of money of I thought I had just paid for that 1 month, but apparently I paid for like a month's rent and a half. So I didn't know that money was sitting there. So he was like, yeah, you got like a big chunk of money, like $400. And I'm like, what? I swear, like everything in December was like Merry Christmas to me, because like my luck was like insane. I was just, Serena, really? Oh my gosh, my cat is just like unbelievable. I haven't been paying attention to her because I didn't want her to I'm going out, and I don't want cat hair all over me. But she knows I love you, Serena. I will pay attention to you later. Poor girl. Yeah. So, but on Christmas Day, I got sick. Got sick with the flu of all things, and I don't know if you can still hear it, but I'm like a little nasally. So I had to get on antibiotics after the whole thing of the fevers and vomiting, and I don't think you needed to know all that, but I was really sick. And the last thing I had was like the sinus infection. I had to be on an antibiotic for that. Horrible. I'm still like wrapping it up. That's all the way from December. I'm still like trying to get better. But yeah, it was just, everything that I was looking for and working hard for like a really long time just seemed to like really come to me. And I was so appreciative, really, you know what I mean? And money-wise, friends-wise, being a really positive and happy spirit. And I also bought like new decorations for my house and everything. I'm still waiting for some stuff here, but like I really took care of myself this Christmas. For me, I usually just buy for the boys, but I actually did for myself. And I know I'm just like rambling on, but I just, like I haven't I have to update with you guys about everything. The last thing that was Merry Christmas to me. Actually, I should say a Happy New Year to me, which I know this is going to sound terrible, but I've been having, no, I had this relationship years ago, okay, but when it ended, I was pretty much stalked for like that whole summer was like a major chunk, but it was like all year long, you know. And I never wanted to say like stand up to this person because like last time I did that, it was just all hell broke loose. And so just recently, and now this is years ago. I'm telling you, years ago, and still I'm getting like approached all this summer, like knocks at the door, and I'm like, no, no, access denied. You know, like no, you can't come in here. You know. But I always just didn't never stood up for myself because I was like really scared of this person. Like, just I don't want to upset this person. I just want to be friendly at best because you know like I don't want this person to go in that case, you know what I mean, like. So just recently a week ago, a few days ago, what was it, a week ago, a few days ago, yeah, I even put it on my Facebook, and I think that I got the strength to speak up because I finally got like a friend in my life, a few friends in my life that are truly supportive. I love how they express themselves, and we can talk things out and really, you know, to support each other. And, you know, all the bullshit that I went through with my ex, like nobody really wanted to believe me or didn't care, you know, but these friends do. They care and they believe me, you know. And these are actually friends, they know my ex, so they're just like, wow, when I just yeah, she was the one who was out there telling us that you were the abuser, you were this and you were that. And she was like, but I coming to know you, like no way, it was you. You're just, you know, too kind, too sweet, too, you know, whatever. Because we've been hanging out for quite a while where, you know, the masks fall off, like you really get to know somebody how they really are. So she knows how I am. Like essentially I'm a good person, like you know what I mean. So she's like, there's no way, no way that you were doing any of the stuff that she's claimed, you know. But she even apologized to me. She was like, well, I am so sorry that I kind of staved away, and it was really because she was painting an awful picture of you and just looking at you like a monster. Like she really, you know, I was like, really? I was like sleeping with the enemy, really, because you know I didn't know any of that. I kind of had an inclination. I said, I know that this is not the topic that I was going to talk about, but I'm getting there. Um, but yeah, so it was across the street, and so my ex came up behind me and was like, "Oh, this is my wife. This is my wife." And I was like, "Excuse me, excuse me." I took the person's coat, and I'm like, "Excuse me, could you stop? Like, could you stop rubbing up against me? Like, and I'm not your wife." And that felt. I was kind of nervous to do that, but it felt really good. And this person made a scene, like you know, like trying to make it look like, oh, I got somebody new. Like I said, well, okay, you got somebody new, but you was just rubbing up against me, and every time you see me you run, and like. So I went home. I always am the type of person who just keep it quiet and it'll go away. With this person, it does not go away. It does not go away. And sometimes you know, if you want people to know who you are, you really have to defend yourself, you know, in this situation. Sometimes you can like ignore, and eventually the person will get it. Normal people, you know, but in this case this person's not normal. And why do I have a bad feeling? Just have like this feeling, I don't know, it's weird. um but anyways, yeah, I went home and I put my stuff on Facebook. And I'm not like the one who's like just the drama thing, you know what I mean? But I put it out there like this just happened to me. This is how I responded to it, and this is how it happened. And her sister got on and was like, well, no, this person has like a really good heart. Like, no, like basically what she was saying is that your ex was just trying to be nice. I'm like, no. She was like really abusive to me and horror show. And oops. So it just felt good. It felt good to stick up for myself, and it felt good for me to finally let it out and let people know, like, no, I'm not the horror show. Okay, my ex was, Anyway, so that's what's been going on with me. Everything seems to like just be falling into place. And I know this is going on forever. I don't have a time right now, so anyways, let's just get to what this topic was supposed to be, where it says you don't have to suffer in order to enjoy what you want to manifest or what you have manifested. Okay? It's amazing. I don't know if it's my era or my mom's era, my grandmother's era, probably their era more so than mine. Like I think my era, like my generation, they're more freer and in how they're not such a narrow way of thinking in, you know what I mean? So I think it's like this more of a past generation that they really feel that anything that they get in life, they have to be really careful, be extremely humble, because if you don't, it will be taken away from you. And also, do not strive for anything great and anything grand, because it's considered greedy, and it's considered and it's not what it looks like, but it's also just like they connect it more to a Christianity, like a way of thinking that you must suffer in your life in order to get anything decent. You know what I mean? And when you do have that decent stuff, don't ever have that like, yeah, I got all this. Yeah, I got all that. Yes, I deserve it. Yes, I deserve it. Like, you don't do that. Like, you keep real humble and like, And it is crazy. And even with this day and age, people are they may speak very differently, but their rooted beliefs are in the sense where you must suffer in order to obtain anything great in your life. Okay. So a few of the things that I had mentioned earlier in this video, where I don't feel that I have suffered, but I do feel that sometimes time is a necessity in order to experience and grow as a person and really figure out who you are. And that takes time. When you're trying to look for a relationship with yourself, like, that stuff takes time. But I'm just talking about materialistic things as well, you know what I mean, that you want to obtain. Like, you don't have to go through the time span, and you don't have to suffer while you're going towards that goal that you're trying to obtain. I feel like if there's a goal that you want to obtain, even if you will still have the same feeling towards that goal of maybe gratitude or whatever it is that you're going to obtain like feeling wise and thought wise. Even if you obtain it like a long way down the path, or if you get it right now with the snap of the finger, if it comes so easily, basically is what I'm saying, it's still the same goal that you've accomplished. It's still going to be the same feelings. you're still going to maintain that goal, whether it was way long down the path and you've done a lot of hurdles, a lot of hitting of walls, a lot of backpedaling, a lot of taking steps backwards, a lot of, you know what I mean, like kind of like taking taking 10 steps backwards to just get 5 steps ahead, like that kind of suffering, you know what I mean? And then when you obtain that goal, you're like, oh yes, I worked so hard for this. I've like went insane, like trying to get over this hurdle and that hurdle and this one, and I've hit so many walls and etc etc etc. Like, you know what, you don't have to go through all that suffering, because you know what I mean, even if it just falls into your lap, you will still have the same gratitude. You still have to work for that same gratitude. And I think that it really is all a perception. It's a perception. I hope that I'm making myself like clearer. This is really hard because I am live right now. It's my first time. Anyways, so I guess that takes us, it takes me to what I'm trying to explain about, I guess, like using the law of attraction. Like, everybody who knows me, they know that I'm huge on the law of attraction. I fully and 150% believe in the law of attraction. Where your energy flows, where your thoughts flow, where your intention flows, whatever goal that you have, and you make that priority over anything and everyone, you know, when you're able to do that, you will obtain, Serena, you will obtain that goal. You know what I mean? So I'm really, really, and I really believe that once you're able to train your mind like that, train your feelings, train your attention like that, goals will simply fall into your lap. They will fall into your lap. I feel that like some things that I've wanted, it's crazy how they just, everything comes to me. Everything that I've wanted comes to me. I am working on expanding that, to have grander goals in my life. You know what I mean? I mean, like right now, I do have a kind of affair. Like, so what this video is about is basically, you know, don't have a fear. Allow fear to prevent you from obtaining your goals. You know what I mean? You don't have to suffer. You don't have to go through such hurdles. If you free your mind and you can think grand, you can think big and train your energy and train your thoughts and train your intentions, and to hone in on that one goal, you can bring things about ASAP. Like, it's crazy, really crazy. And if you can like do that periodically for like a month long, I'm telling you, you will get what you want. I'm like a hardcore believer in that. Not because it seems like, oh, it's such a good idea, like it's something that sounds so wonderful. It sounds like so fantastic, but it's not fantastic in the sense that it's not real. I put this through test and trial over and over and over again. It is just insane that this law of attraction, it does work. But if you have that mentality that you must suffer to get what you want, you must have that time frame of months and possibly years in between you at square A and your goal at square Z. Like, you must go through all that suffering and hurdles in order to obtain and have the grand appreciation and gratitude of getting that, in order to, and also maintaining it, because as soon as you don't become don't get it, stay in that if you don't stay in that gratitude, you will lose what you have. That's the reality of it. And yeah, so I hope that I made this video okay. I kind of took like the entire day, and I'm like, how am I supposed to make this video, and is it going to come across the way that I wanted to? So let's just go down like a list of things what I'm saying. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to have a large time frame. And if it falls into your lap, it's okay. That doesn't mean that it's going to cause you harm. It doesn't mean that it's not going to stay with you. As long as you stay in that stance of gratitude, you will not only get what you want in a desirable time frame, but you will maintain that goal as long as you stay in that gratitude, you stay in that intention, you stay in love with that goal. You know, what happens when you break up? The person goes away, and then in this situation, your goal goes away. If you don't make it priority number one, it will go away. But you don't have to suffer in order to appreciate any of that. Am I getting across to you guys? Is it kind of maybe? Okay, so I guess that's all. You know, I wish that I knew how to able the question section. I'm going to have to do more research on that. I'm starving. Let me see, because it's just not fair that I can't do this. I'm so starving. So yeah, I'm gonna let everybody go. Mwah, mwah, love everybody. And I'm hoping. Uh-oh. Oh my god, that's my stupid voicemail. Oh, Schneibels. That's right. I have to go get my son's medication today. Oh, responsibilities. Okay, chicas and chicos, I'm going to let you go. And okay, bye.